Hey fellow riblets, it's me Tom from Target Prime Rib. I'm just doing this slightly short video. Just wanted to do a little shout out. I've done this before and I'm going to be honest with you, there's something I have so many people that are going to be coming on my channel and so many people that have already been on my channel as a guest, and I do invites, and I get a lot of people that pretty much don't answer or just don't say anything, or don't just pretty much say like, oh, I can't. They usually use like, oh, it's too far out, I can't decide at that time. First off, okay, if your issue is that it's too far out, then just set the date, and you could always change the date when we get closer, right? I will do a confirmation for you and everything. If it's because you feel you're not good enough, that's not true. You are good enough. But the people I'm shouting out to is, I'm going to shout out to different groups. I like to get more people from the different memberships that I am a part of. I like to get more people from Dr. Kiltz, KMT. I like to get more people from Bella's SPG. I like to get people from Healing Humanity. Healing Humanity probably is the number one of people that are in the group that have been on my channel. I've had many people: Carrie Mann, Adam Lacey, Lynn Devoki, just to name a few. I like to get more people on, and if anybody wants to return, they're more than welcome to return as well. I've had also people that are just members that have been on, like Amy Hosp and Helen. I like, there's a lot of people, and I like to get more. I like to get a lot of people in there. Like to get Dante Frigno. Like to get David Devoki, Lynn's husband. There's just so many people out there. I've even had Jen Mann on my channel, which was the biggest treat anybody could ever have. From Bella's group, I like to get, yeah, of course, I like to get Bella. Who wouldn't? I'd like to get Coach Raymond. I would like to get Dr. Phil Smith. There's many people that like to get Limitless Lindy, like to get Todd Bachnes. Do I need to go on? I'm so grateful that I had Coach Alyssa and Alion and Laura, Love and Life. She's going to be on in a few weeks. So, and then when you have Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Kiltz is done. I mean, he himself is going to be on my channel on the 26th of April. All right. Fingers crossed, you never know. I mean, until the date comes. But, there's so many people out there that I'd like to have on. Okay. If you haven't been on my channel and interview, I do have Saturday interviews set up for, sorry about that. I do have Saturday interviews set up in July. July 18th being the closest one I have. And I also am starting to do interviews again in the middle of the week on Wednesdays at 4:00 p.m. Same as before. It's just, instead of Tuesday, it's going to now be Wednesdays. It just made more sense for me. No, I am very, very flexible and everything like that, and we can adjust. But that's actually a lot closer. I have, February's almost over, so I do have some marches left for the Wednesday, and I like to be able to do that. And I'm also going to have some unexpected lives that's going to pop up, during the day when I'm off of work or something like that, and just to say hello. Even on the days they might be two on Wednesday, one unexpected and one planned with the interviews. But my point is this, I'm looking for more people. There's many carnivores out there. You know who you are. I'm posting this on my channel. I'm going to post this, if I can, I'm going to post this on Instagram and Facebook. I will more than happy to interview, and you guys have seen my interviews. I'm not going to be like putting you on the spot or anything like that. My interviews are usually set for 2 hours. As the guest, you have a choice on how long you want to take, and it's called chewing the fat for a reason. We're going to chew the fat. We're going to talk. You tell what you do, and either you talk with the people in the chats, or we talk to each other. Whatever it is, it's chewing the fat. And you tell your story. And the thing is, 2 hours is just a marker. We're going to be on StreamYard, so if we need to go a little longer than 2 hours, we are able to do that. I'm actually getting some assistance with 3 lovely ladies, and and 2 of them I'd love to have on my channel, so we got that too. And just if like, I want you on my channel. If you aren't already scheduled, what are you waiting for? Okay. There's no reason. If you want a Saturday, then it's all the way up until July. If you want to do the Wednesday, then it's a little closer to the time, and you can do a little closer. But the thing is, mark it on the calendar. If it ends up that you can't make it for that day, then reschedule. It's no harm, no foul. But why would you, because guess what? If you don't mark for July, right, the earliest date, do you think that it's going to end up being a closer date? And do you think that I'm not going to fill up with somebody else? It's going to happen. I mean, that's how it happens. I will go with nobody wanting to do, and all of a sudden I get like a whole bunch of people, and I'm filled up until August, September. So now you're waiting until August, September. Book it now. Get it booked now. Get your keys in the car, and just, if you need to cancel or you need to postpone, then so be it. But why would you not want to lock it in? Lock in the date. So that's just me saying that. Again, I'm mostly, and I'm going to be honest, the winner of having the most people from the memberships is Healing Humanity. I've had more people from Healing Humanity than any other channel. And then second comes Dr. Kiltz. And I'm sorry, Bella, you're last. I only have a few people. I have like maybe 5 people out of 50 that are from your channel. So if you are wanting to not win the contest of whatever contest that is, then fine. But Coach Raymond, Coach Rochelle, I've invited all of you guys. Okay, Todd, Lindy, all of you guys have been invited. All right, but none of you have reciprocated. Okay. I want you guys. I want everybody. I want to fill in the space. I want to not feel like I'm going to have to give up my channel because no one wants to be on my channel. I want to always have the feeling that, I guess you could say I want to have the feeling like I'm valued, and that, and I just, every time I do a live, every time I do an interview, I feel good about myself. I feel inspired by whoever I'm interviewing. Whether it has anything to do with me or not, I feel super inspired. When I interviewed Lexi Jones, she was very inspirational to me. When I interviewed Dave Mack, again, very inspirational. Everybody has a story, and to me, there's no big story and no small story. We all have a story, and we're all important. And I just want to be the platform that has them on, and I just want to listen to your stories on my channel, and I want other people to listen to your stories. Okay? So that being said, I hope I didn't rant too much. I hope I didn't, go go over. I'm actually going to be putting this on all the membership platforms, and I'm also going to be putting this on Instagram and Facebook. So if you have a story and you see this video on Facebook, and I don't really have a YouTube channel, but you want to tell your story, I want you to tell your story. Other people want you to tell your story. Do not be afraid, okay, of telling your story, okay, or just chatting. Just, why'd you go carnivore? Well, I was trying to lose some weight. Okay, well, how's it doing for you? It's doing okay, just have a conversation. I mean, just have a conversation. Call it chewing the fat for a reason, and I want you to come on my channel. So email me at tpruitt40@gmail.com, or you can get in the descriptions on YouTube, okay? Or message me on Facebook, or message me on Instagram. Hey, I saw your video. I'd love to be on your channel. When, could we set an appointment? By all means, let's do it. Let us do it. Okay? All right. Just want to put that out there. And everything. And, let's communicate. Let's help each other out. And just keep on inspiring each other. And don't be afraid to be on my channel. There's no reason to be afraid to be on my channel. That's just, and just, let's just, book an appointment. Be the first one to book the appointment. Okay? If I have, and right now I'm just doing 2 days a week, but you know what? If I have to start doing every day, like Dr. Kiltz, like at 4 o'clock, like all the time to schedule, I will start doing that. It's just, if no one wants to do, and I have to keep on like going out to people and begging them, that's not good either. So, come on. I'm sorry. This is like a lot of ranting, a lot of doing, and it's probably not helping the situation. But I will probably end up, because it's the interviews that I strive for. And, if they stop, then I'm going to probably end up stopping. And I don't want that. I'm not talking about carnivore. I would keep on doing that, but I might, I might end up stopping, because then my drive is gone. You guys are my drive. Every time you come on my channel, every time you tell a story, every time, you're my drive. Let's keep my drive going. All right? And Bella, let's improve on not being like, let's get some people, like, I'm not saying you have to, I'd love to have you on, Bella, but let's push it a little bit. Like you have the power to be like, Raymond, get on his channel. Todd, what the hell? What the heck? What the heel? Get on Tom's channel, interview with him, let him let you talk. Like come on, you guys, we're all winners here, but do you really want to be the last in the lineup? Come on, we love SBG, but you don't want to lose in the three-legged race, so to speak. All right, so but for the people that have been on, like Coach Alyssa and Laura Love and Life and Allie and Minua and Wanda Brown and Tim from Walker to Walking, just to name a couple people. Thank you for being on. I so appreciate it. But let's get some more people on. All right, let's get some more people on. So, I love you all. I am trying to get Bob Briggs, but I'm having a little bit my comments keep on getting erased every time I comment him. So if anybody knows Bob Briggs and wants to point him in my direction, that'd be great too. So, live, love, heal, and I eat the meat, but if you don't, that's fine. I still want you on my channel. Okay? Tell me why you've been helped and tell me how you've been helped. I just still feel that the meat is good and I'll eat it. All right. I'll see you guys later.